Hello friends, welcome to all of you. Myself Dr. Venkatesh Gopala. I welcome you all in a lecture number 1 on solid state chemistry. Friends, in this lecture we will see the introduction, classification, isotropy and anisotropy of solid state chemistry. Let's see one by one. Introduction. Gases, liquids and solids are the main states of matter. The solid states differ from the other two states. The solid states are characterized by the definite shape, definite volume, high density, rigidity, hardness, and mechanical strength, as well as incompressibility. So these are the some characteristics properties of solids. This indicates the molecules, atoms, or ions that makes a solid are closely packed due to the existence of very strong forces of attraction among them. In solids, we have well ordered molecular, you can say the atomic or ionic arrangements. Also, the solid don't have possess any translator motion but can have only vibrational motion about their main positions. This is about the small introduction of solid states. Now let's see the classification of solid states. Solid states are classified into broadly as crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Let's see one by one. Crystalline solids. The crystalline solids are those which exist in well defined crystalline forms with their atoms or molecules, or you can say the ions, are arranged in a certain definite geometrical pattern throughout the three-dimensional network of crystals. If you see the examples of these crystalline solids, for example, sugar crystals, sulfur, sodium chloride, as well as you can see the diamond is the best examples in case of crystalline solids. Now let's see the amorphous solids. Amorphous solids is another category of solids which possess the properties of incompressibility and rigidity to a certain extent, but they don't have the definite geometrical shapes, or you can say the geometrical forms. These have the completely the random particle arrangements. That means they having, or you can say they lacking the regular arrangement of atoms. These amorphous solids can be regarded, or you can say they can be called as a supercooled liquids, which having the small structural units with a short range order occupying fixed positions. In case of amorphous solids, these are a few examples are there. For example, glass, rubber, and plastics. So these are the examples of a solid amorphous. So this is about the classification of a solid state material. Now after classification, let's see few more as terms, that is isotropy and anisotropy. Refractive index, thermal and electrical conductivities, coefficient of thermal expansion in amorphous solids are the independent of the direction along with they are measured. So the amorphous substances are said to be isotropic because they exhibit the same magnitude of any physical properties measured in any direction. As in liquids, the arrangements of particles are in random, or you can say the disordered. Therefore, all the directions are equivalent and properties are independent of the direction. So this is about the isotropy. Now let's see the another term, that is anisotropic. Crystalline substances are said to be anisotropic, in which the magnitude of a physical properties varies with the directions. The particles in the crystals are arranged in a well-ordered manner. As a result, the arrangement of particles may be different in different directions. As shown in the figure, a simple two-dimensional arrangements of two different types of particles has been shown. Suppose the physical property is measured along the direction, that is AB, CD and EF. The value of the value along EF direction will be different from the direction along with the AB and direction CD, because there is only one type of particles are there along with the direction of direction AB and CD. If you see in the figure, you can see, while the along with the direction, that is with the EF, there are two types of or you can say the two different types of particles are in alternate manner. From this figure, we can say the particles in crystals are arranged in a well ordered manner. As a result, the arrangement of the particles may be different in a different directions. So this is all about isotropic and anisotropic. Thank you for watching.